Hello and welcome to Winter Halloween. Woo, scary. I have the mask and the antlers. Anyway, this is my review for Love Actually. Yay! Anyway, welcome to the Winter Halloween horror 13 days of Winter Halloween. That is what I'm calling it. 13 days of Winter Halloween. 1-3 of Winter Halloween. We will be reviewing a horror movie, Christmas movie, horror movie, Christmas movie, back and forth until December 25th. And we will also be playing some horror games. I couldn't find any Christmas games, so bump it. I'm just doing horror games. I didn't want to play any Christmas games as well, so I was too lazy to look. Anyway, welcome to the 13 days of Winter Halloween. Today we will be reviewing Love Actually. I've welcomed you to the series many times. I am working on improving every day, as you should as well. So anyway, on to the review. Quick story time, real quick, about when I first watched this movie. I first watched it probably when I was 13 years old in a hotel on HBO. And I gotta say, 13-year-old me was not ready for this movie. I didn't watch it the full way through. I turned it on when Sarah and Carl were hooking up, and her brother calls, and he says something about like an exorcism or something. So she, going along with them, is like, yeah, we need an exorcism. Okay? If you haven't watched the movie, you are going to be confused, as I was the first time I watched it. Then the next, I was like, okay, I'll come back to that. I like exorcism, I like horror, so let me come back to that. So I come back to it, and it shows Colin, the ginger in the bar, talking to all these blonde girls in America. And I was like, is this the same movie? I thought I hit the right channel. It turns out I did. And so he goes up to a hotel with the three girls, and they proceed to undress him in the window silhouette, and then a fourth girl walks in, and I'm like, what is this movie? 13-year-old mind is blown, okay? So it switches scenes. It may not have been on HBO. It may have been something else. Maybe there was a commercial break. Anyway, so I leave that, and I come back to it, and Liam Neeson is giving a love talk to baby Jojen Reed from Game of Thrones. And I'm like, what the heck am I watching? Liam Neeson and baby Jojen Reed are talking about love and everything. I still have no idea what this movie is. I'm confused as all get out. I leave, I come back, and it's the scene with Karen Knightley and Andrew, what's his name? The guy from Walking Dead, Rick Grimes from Walking Dead. I know his name is Andrew something. Anyway, so I find out he's British through that movie, and it blew my mind again. So I shut it off. I said, I am not ready to know what this movie is. I will come back to it if I can ever find it, and I will watch it. 2 years later, I have all this hype built up for this movie. Okay, there's exorcism. There's threesome. There's everything like I could ever dream, a 13-year-old could dream in a movie to be in this movie. There's Liam Neeson, there is a Game of Thrones character, and there's a Walking Dead character. I'm like, oh my god, what is this movie? I need to watch it. I watch it, and I am utterly disappointed. When I'm 15, I watch it, utterly disappointed. I didn't get it, I didn't understand it. I thought I built up so much hype for this movie that I thought it was going to be like this mind-bending movie, this like mind-changing movie. And it wasn't to 15-year-old me. So I watched it again when I was 18. And, I kind of got it. I liked it a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit more. And I understood that it's not everything. Now, I did watch it again the other day. So when I was 18, I liked it. I got it a little bit more. I enjoyed it. I laughed at the humor a little bit more. But when I watched it recently the other day, I could relate to some of what the characters went through. love-wise. Being rejected, being cheated on, liking somebody that couldn't like you back or love you back, loving somebody that couldn't love you back, being completely lost and not knowing what love is as a young kid. And it hit me on a different level. It took me back, and I realized when I was cringing at some of these characters, I wasn't really cringing at the characters. I was cringing at my past mistakes, and I was cringing at myself. So I was not expecting that movie to do this to me, and it shocked me that it took me through a trip through memory lane, and it was amazing. I love this movie. I won't not love. Love is a strong word. I really enjoyed this movie. I think my favorite couple or favorite story of love is between Bill and his manager Joe. That brotherly love, that familial love. I thought that was really deep, and he was chasing all these women and everything, but at the end of the day, they didn't matter. Who mattered was the person that was there for him through thick and thin, his manager Joe. I think that is my favorite story in the entire movie. Now, this movie has a great cast of characters. Lovely cast of characters. But I think that is its biggest strength and its biggest weakness as well. Because you want to get to know all these characters, you want to learn about them. Amazing cast of characters. Truly 100% an amazing cast of characters. But you can't watch it once to get every little nugget that they give you. You need to watch it maybe 2 or 3 times to understand everything that's really going on. And it's really enjoyable on your second or third watch. I really enjoyed it. It's just, I don't know, like, love stories all around. And I think another thing that was really touching to me was the story of Daniel and Sam, Liam Neeson, and the boy from Game of Thrones. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I don't know everybody's name on the top of my head. And I don't really have a big criticism for this film. I think that it just takes a couple of times to watch it, but you may not want to watch it a couple of times. I think that another love story that spoke to me was Sarah and Carl. Sarah's holding on to her family so much, her brother, that she cannot leave him behind and accept this man who he wants her and she wants him, but she can't do it because of her family bond. And instead of leaving her brother and going with Carl, she stays with her brother to take care of him, which you should do to a certain point, but there's a moment when you do have to leave your family. Even if you're the only family they have, they can't control your life and you can't control theirs. And it's just really heartbreaking to see her pick her family over her own self. To me it is, anyway. Another one was Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson. I loved their story because if you look at... You have the setup with Colin Firth at the beginning, and his girlfriend cheats on him, and you're like, oh, good for him that he's going out and getting somebody else. So it already builds, that cheating sucks, which it 100% does. And then you have Alan Rickman encouraging his employees, if they love each other, to go ahead and take the shot, go after the opportunity to find love. And so you see him flirting with his secretary, and you're like, oh, this is kind of going to be the same thing. But then he's cheating on his wife, and it kind of makes you step back. It does make you step back. It makes you feel bad, and you wonder, is he going to? Is he not going to? What's going to happen here? And unfortunately, he does, and by the end of the movie, you get this feeling that the relationship will never be the same again. No matter how much they mend it, no matter how much they work on it, there's always going to be that distrust. And it's really one of the most heartbreaking scenes is when she opens the CD and expecting that necklace, and it's the CD that she told her husband that taught her how to feel, and she goes into her room and listens to it and cries because it's now what she learned about love from that CD is now teaching her pain. And to me, that was a nice touch. Anyway, I'm ranting on for a really long time. I am going to get this reviewing stuff down in a more orderly fashion order and improve upon it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. But if you dislike it, leave a comment saying why you disliked it. Say what I need to improve on. And, yeah, I will see you in the next one. Let me give this a rating real quick. We are going to rate it 3.9 out of 5.0. And, you know, it's dumb good fun. It's a little bit dumb. It's a lot of fun. The humor lands. I love the humor in this movie. Most of the time, not all the time. And I think it's good. Definitely not a kid's film. But, you know, if you watch it with your brothers, your sisters, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you can enjoy this movie. This is a really good movie. And you know what? That's it. Bye.